There's a dark secret at the core of this 5-year racketeering operation involving the two police stations, Devonshire and West Valley, that I will reveal to you now. It has to do with the relationship between my mom and I. That's what the engine that drives it. Her Munchausen by proxy. Jordan Peterson calls it the devouring mother. You look that up. Teal Swan calls it doll syndrome. And then there's an aspect of it you need to be aware of. It is the most obnoxious truth that because it's socially unacceptable to mention, it remains dark secret. And then so I will speak it now. Parental guidance. If you're gonna be offended, you hear it, any place I tell it, this ain't the place to talk about that. Nowhere is a place to talk about it. So, if you have someone sexually attracted to you and making passes to you that are unwanted, specifically because they're of a different orientation. For example, sometimes when I perform, I have men who will come and make passes at me or be hit on me. And then so you have to let them know politely, I don't swing that way. Do you understand? It's not, you don't want it that, if you're not gay and the gay person is hitting on you, that's an awkward thing. It's a delicate thing to handle. Now, if you have your mom, this is what it is. If you have your mom wanting you sexually attracted, and that's what it's been my whole life. You understand? That's the engine that drives it. The reason mom yells at the neighbors isn't because they have factory in a residential area, whether they do or not. They don't. Their factory is downtown. But she's scapegoating them to avoid that sexual attraction she has to me, which to herself is obnoxious. Do you understand? That's why she calls 911 and reports them. She's actually the real culprit is her sexual attraction to her own son, that incestual drive that she has. And that's the core problem, issue. She wants to, so there's repression, there's suppression, there's the secrets that you don't want to reveal publicly, there's ones you keep from yourself. From your own conscious mind. So a mechanism she uses to hide from herself is to project on the neighbors and scapegoat them. Before 2017, my dad was alive. My dad passed in 2017. Before that, she was yelling, complaining about my dad my whole life since I was a baby. I remember I was on a party and Dad was at work and she was dusting and yelling about, complaining about my dad, just talking to herself. when it's just me and her at home. So right now, to this day, she's yelling. Except my dad isn't there. She's found another target to scapegoat. So Anita knows that all too well. So does Albert, so does Sam. They knew my sister, and I have all the sessions, therapy sessions, healing sessions we had with Janet, with all the people involved. I have hundreds and hundreds of hours of recorded sessions to address this issue. And me attempting to heal from it has been prevented because the original wound is repeatedly poked at intentionally. What I have is CPTSD, which is the result of that. When someone's trying to heal from an original wound, and that wound is poked at over and over and over and over again, to prevent it from healing, to provoke a response, which is what the 911, the purpose of the repeated 911 calls, the injury the squatter caused, who targeted me because I'm an adult survivor of childhood sexual abuse. Anita wants to prove me incapable because she wants to take mom's life savings. She wants to prove mental disorder. She causes it intentionally, actively. That's been her only intention, the primary intention, to destroy my credibility by proving incapable, by proving violence, trying to provoke me to get violence, to say he's violent, to provoke my arrest, put me in jail. The conversations are there when she's discussing that me hitting a cop would result in me being in jail for 6 months. That's her conversation with Tanya in the surveillance cam recordings of my house, which are perfectly legal. It's posted. Her intention, her collaboration with Tanya and Neda, as well as with Alan, except Alan, the retired cop across the street, denies he ever spoke to Anita Albert. He clearly did. They're talking about his reports about me, and he denies ever talking to them. Albert is saying he heard from them. Alan says he never spoke to them. So the collaboration with law enforcement and with, Neda and Tanya to frame my arrest by poking at the sore over and over again. This is the operation. It's been going on 5 years. What the squatter was attempting, the squatter failed, but she did do a lot of damage. There's a whole bunch of, when you Google my name, the restraining order she tried to file against me never showed up in court. A bunch of lies to damage my reputation, to all the defamation, all the stuff. Police have been told about me, but they don't reveal it. They say there's a law against them revealing the private reports they were given by the squatter. And then all the stuff Anita's reported about me, all the false testimony about me in those APS reports that she filed maliciously and has her intention written in there to get guardianship over my mom, and then remove mom, use them to get capacity, remove mom's capacity against her. What she stated in the trust is don't take action against my will. So Anita's intention to destroy me and destroy her capacity, my mom's capacity to put her in facility so she can take over this house, and put me away so she can take over this house. It's clearly there. That intention for which mom's 911 calls are encouraged, so and then her collaboration with Neda and to make false 911 calls to get me arrested. Albert across the street calling 911 about mom's note about the neighbors. You see, false 911 calls are illegal. The intention is clear. There's been so many of them. That's police committing crime daily for 7 years. 2 properties that my mom owns for the purpose of provoking my arrest, causing injury to me, poking at the soul over and over again. Because I'm the beneficiary, the squatter wanted the house for fentanyl dealing. Anita wants to move in here with her boyfriend, Nick. So they got some kind of a deal going on. They make money not only answering those false 911 calls, I'm sure they have benefit in the seizure of property. For which they partner with the squatter and Anita, the abuser of a power of attorney.